A quick tropical update. We only have one system now with a 10% chance. This is also marked by National Hurricane Center. Here's where it is currently. It's moving pretty much like straight into South America. It only has a 10% chance of forming. 94L is over land, so that's gone. And the area with 20% chance has also dissipated. So that's what we do have going on. That one is going to be moving into South America. So we don't have much going on there. I do want to quickly touch on a potential storm. By the way, this does not show developing into anything, and the GFS doesn't show any of their system developing. But I do want to touch on in like 360 hours, we get the system right here forming, and that's going to be crossing into the Gulf. This is what I'm most worried about. By the way, I'm not in my usual setup. That's why I'm doing a quick one right here. Sorry for the background music. I am not at home. Now, you do see that system is going to start crossing over into the Gulf. Now, where will they go? Again, this is going to be a Gulf Coast situation. It looks like very likely for Louisiana, Texas. So we're just going to have to see if that does end up developing out or not. But it could definitely happen at this point. Here's a look at the Atlantic Ocean. I know this is a very quick update, but here's a look at that Atlantic wide ocean. If we do go to now, that's a tropical wave that we put at a 20% chance of forming in the next 5 days when it was going to move over this part. As you can see, it has completely dissipated. Now, that's that area that has a 10% chance according to our analysis of forming. We also have this tropical wave there that we might mark as a 10% or 20% chance by our next update. That's 94L right here. Otherwise, pretty quiet. That's that area that National Hurricane Center marked as a 20%, I believe. If we do go on the National Hurricane Center website, as you can see, it's very similar to our map right here. They only have this, but they have it as a near 0%, while we have it as a 10% chance. But that's still very similar. Very similar. Now, if you do go to Eastern Pacific, again, you can see, that area, yep, right here with a 20% chance of forming. So it is a little bit disorganized, but you see that area of showers right here, it could form into something potentially. We're just going to have to see if that does end up happening or not. Well, again, very, very, well, not too quiet, but we're primarily watching here this area and right here this area. This is what we're primarily watching here, those two areas for some potential development for our next system, which would be Dolly. So that's what we're looking at for Dolly. Not very active June right now. Well, active but not active at the same time. It's very unfavorable. We have very high wind shear throughout the Caribbean, and we also have that dry Saharan dust that's going to be moving. That's also going to be reaching the Caribbean and even the Gulf Coast by next week throughout, which is why we're going to be getting very unfavorable conditions for development in the next week or two. But that should be back to normal, and we could be getting a very active July with all those tropical waves coming off the coast of Africa. And that could be for a very active July. Thanks for watching today's tropical weather.